If you're tired of looking for answers, of looking for the next tip, the next trick, then this video is for you. This is your sign, this is your reminder that you have the answers already. You don't need to externally look for so many answers. No one knows what they're doing. No one knows what they're talking about. People will give you advice, okay? People will freely give out all sorts of advice, but deep down, they don't know what's best for you. They can think that they know what's best for you, and sometimes other people being confident in their beliefs makes us feel a little bit insecure because we think, okay, well, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but this person seems so certain. They seem like they really know what they're talking about. So I'm just going to do what they say because they're older, they're wiser, they seem more confident, they seem happier. So it must be more valid than whatever I was going to do or my own intuition because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's oftentimes what I see people struggling with, is that they're constantly letting other people make the decisions for them. And I struggled with this too. I remember like just growing up, like little things here and there where people would say, oh no, you're not supposed to wear that, or don't dress like that, or don't be like this, or don't have this personality trait, or do this or don't do this. And then I find out like it's not the right way of doing things. It's not a way that suits me. But then when I realize that, oh yeah, like this didn't work for me, I'm the one who has to deal with it. Okay, so people will give you advice. They will tell you what to do. They'll say, oh no, don't quit your job. Don't start the business that you want to start. Stay safe. Keep it safe. Keep it, don't break up with the person you're with because you don't know if you're going to find someone better. Like, just be reasonable, be realistic. Like, they're going to try to convince you of these things. And then when the thing doesn't work out, when you're still miserable 5 years later, they're going to be like, oh, well, do what works for you. Like, I'm thinking back to specifically last year when I was first considering going into the YouTube space or going into social media and working through that and not pursuing my career, which I went to school to be an accountant. So I was literally working as an accountant when I decided, no, I'm not doing this anymore. In that moment, I wasn't sure. I was a little bit like, oh, should I just stay working here and then build up my following on the side and just like do it the safe way? And obviously, like, whenever I would talk to people about this, they would just reflect that insecurity back to me. They would just say, oh yeah, you could probably like be a content creator at the same time that you're working. Like, don't worry, you can do it all. Like, it's gonna be fine. Just take the safe route. I'm telling you, I'm so happy I did not follow their advice because I've seen so much growth. And honestly, like, I had the resources to be able to not work, not earn money. Obviously, if you're in a situation where you genuinely need the money, you have no other sources of income, you don't have any investments, you don't have any savings, you don't have any people in your life that will help support you, then obviously you need to like do it in a way that you're not gonna set yourself up to be like homeless or to not be able to eat and not be able to pay your mortgage or pay your rent. So I totally understand the certain level of being realistic, but in my case, like, I didn't have those limitations. And if I had listened to the advice from the people around me, I would still be working as an accountant and I would be building, my actual career on the side, which if I were doing that, I would not be here right now. I would literally not be here right now. I would not be monetized yet on YouTube. I already know. And I would probably not have provided the amount of value that I have provided so far. So I'll literally see comments every day, people saying, oh, I'm so grateful for this video. I'm so grateful for this. I love your course. I love, I'm so glad to be working with you. Like all these things, right? If I had to work a full-time job and then do this on the side, do you think I would have been able to put in all that time and effort to learn, make mistakes, try different content styles, try different topics, and then do all of that? Like, it's a long process, right? But I knew, hey, they don't have the answers, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to live my life. So if I do something that they think is bad or that they think is not the right thing to do, it's not their problem. It's my problem, because I'm the one who has to show up to work every day. I'm the one who has to live with myself, you know. And looking back, when I was working as an accountant, like I wasn't happy at all. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped eating healthy. Like, how could I have possibly then had a second job on top of that and like been creating content on top of that? Like, I would not be inspired. I would not be in that same state of mind. Like, I just knew. Right? Looking back, I can be very firm and say, yeah, no, I should have quit sooner. Like I should have started doing this way sooner. And let me tell you this, the same people that tried to influence me to play it safe and follow the safe route, these are the same people that are now saying like, oh, we believed in you, we knew you could do it, like, wow, so proud of you, look at all the progress you've made. I find it so funny because I'm like, you do realize you advised me not to do this, but they don't understand my life. Just how like the people giving you advice, they don't understand your life. They don't know what you're truly capable of. They don't know what you can actually do. So when you're following advice online, when you're following advice from the people around you, don't internalize everything you hear. Okay, even what I'm telling you now, like, don't just take that in and say, oh yeah, sounds good, that's how I'm gonna live my life now. No, like, you need to hear the things that are coming for you and interpret them, process them, and decide for yourself if you want to do that, if that's something that serves you. Okay, because a lot of the advice that I've gotten, some of it has been good. Some of it I've been like, yeah, that's good advice. You know, I agree. I agree with that decision. But the times that I have thought, oh, you know, I don't really think that's the right thing to do, but this person seems like they know what they're talking about, bro, every time it always backfires. It always literally backfires. Don't fall for this. Remember, the universe is conspiring in your favor at all times, but everything is mind. So the universe is conspiring for you on your behalf to manifest whatever it is that you have going on in your head. So if you're constantly surrounding yourself by people that are telling you to play it safe or telling you don't do that, don't have standards, don't have boundaries, and you're lost, you don't know where to go, that's going to be reflected in your reality. It's going to show up in that way where things are very confusing, okay? So the point of making a decision is mainly so you can start seeing the results that you actually want to see. Because when you're in the state of constantly looking for answers, looking for advice, looking for a sign, looking for the right thing to do, you're never going to get a clear answer, and your manifestations are going to come back to you very scattered, very weird, very confusing. Like before I was fully decided, when I was still like doing 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Things weren't working out. Okay, it wasn't until I went all in and just committed fully to what I had decided that's when things started happening in my favor. Okay, so if you feel like there's people around you, everyone's telling you something different, just go with your gut. Go with what you genuinely feel like going for. Okay, like we live in a culture where nobody wants to take ownership of their decisions. Like people will go about their day and they'll look up their horoscope for the day. They'll look up, oh, what's my star sign? What's the astrology for today? What do the angel numbers mean? What does it mean because the moon phases are like this today? Or what about the tides and the oceans and the stars and how the sun is aligned and what the weather is like, and if it's raining, is that a bad sign? Like, stop looking for answers everywhere. Literally make your own decision. Give your meaning to things. Oh, the weather is good today. Great. That means, you know, the weather is good. Oh, the weather's bad today. It's good. That means, you know, things are getting reset today. Like, find positive meaning in whatever it is that you need, but you need to make your own decision first. You need to find the answers that you want within yourself before you start looking to the external world, because the external world is just going to reflect back to you what you're thinking and feeling. So if you are confused, you're gonna get mixed signals. Okay, I see this a lot in like people that come to me for relationships. Like, when they haven't decided what they want in a relationship, they haven't decided what that means for themselves and how they show up, they get mixed signals from the people that they're with. They get mixed signals. They're like, oh, well, he asked me out on a date, but then he didn't text me later, then he didn't confirm. Or when he showed up on the date, he was really nice, but then he didn't call me. Or just random stuff that's like, you're getting mixed signals. Like, they're acting one way, then they're acting another, or your external reality is kind of like up and down and shaky and nothing really like making a lot of sense. And it's literally a reflection of what's going on in their head, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. So work on figuring out for yourself what things mean, what you want, what are the answers that would provide you the most comfort, how do you want your life to go? How do you want things to go? Decide, and then create your beliefs around that. Create your assumptions around that. Create meanings around that, spiritual meanings, signs, everything around that. My dog just ran behind me. I don't know if you saw that. He's crazy. He's crazy. And now he's squeaking his toy. I don't know if you can hear that. That must be a sign that this video is over. I'm just kidding. But yeah, essentially, people will rather pull you down and try to keep you like on their level instead of matching your energy and raising up to meet your level and meet where you are. So if you find yourself like no one is validating what you want to do, chances are like it's just something that is going to take you to a different level. It's going to take you to a different reality, and it's uncomfortable. Okay, but keep going, never give up. Remember, I'm here for you. If you want to work with me, the links are in the description, and I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.